Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. What I'm going to be doing today is going to be pretty quick and easy. I'm sending my analog output for my wideband to the ECU. If I understand correctly, the reason why I have to do this is because I replaced my rear O2 sensor with my new O2 sensor that came with the AFR gauge. And so my ECU needs to know where to get its wideband measurements from. I think that's how that works. Anyways, I'm going to be hooking up the analog output to the ECU, and then I'll be able to get the car tuned. And yeah, we're this close to finishing the car. So in the last video, we finished installing the turbo and all of that stuff. There are a couple of odds and ends that still need to be completed, namely the clutch. I'm going to take that to Raven Fab here locally to get that finished up, but everything mechanically is basically sound. We just got to do this wiring thing so that my guy can tune it up, and then we'll be rolling again. Here's the harness that came with the gauge. I got the Prosport wideband air to fuel ratio gauge kit. Made things actually super easy because it kind of came with everything. I wasn't sure what this was for, but when I started talking to my tuner, he kind of let me know what this is for. So this is for the analog output. This is basically to let the ECU know what the O2 sensor that came with the kit is noticing. So you've got 3 wires coming out the back of the harness here. You've got black, which is the engine ground, green, which is the narrowband. I'm not going to use either of those because I don't really need to. What I'm worried about is the brown, which is the wideband. I'm going to be connecting the wideband wire to pin number 75 on my ECU. It depends on what year the car is and things. It's probably going to be different for yours. Now, if you're going to do this to your own DSM or Evo 1 through 3, I highly recommend going to ecmlink.com and looking up, the compatibility stuff and figuring out, which pin you need to connect your wire to. But for this guy, I'm going to connect it to pin number 75 because that's one of the pins that you can use. That's the one that people have been using and kind of recommend. So yeah, first things first, just got to rip the dash apart. All right, when you've got the under panel to the dash off, this is what you're gonna see. This is a really weird angle that I'm having to film here. So pin number 75 is going to be the 5th one from the left here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna be this. Let me just kind of move it out of the way. This white one right here, the one that my finger is not covering up, that's pin number 75. So basically we're going to come down here. I'm going to cut it like right here or so. And then just kind of splice it into the AFR wire and we'll pretty much be done. I will be putting a link in the description to the ECM Link website where I got my information from of how to wire this up. This will help you guys out too. I will also put in a link to the place to get some dope Christian apparel. Use my code BOOSTED15, you'll get 15% off. And just like that, we're all good to go. It's all put together. Just gonna plug this back in. I actually unplugged this because it made it a little bit easier to get to and crimp it all together. But there you go. Yeah, we're all good to go. And there you have it. That's pretty much it. This thing is ready for tuning. I can't wait to get this thing back on the road. It's gonna be so awesome. And we've got another project car coming to the channel. It's probably not gonna happen for a month or so. But as soon as this car is running again, we're getting another project car, and it's a little different than the DSM game that I've been playing for the last 2.5 years. So I'm super pumped. Can't wait for you guys to see what it is. Put your guess of what my next project car is going to be in the comments below. I'm curious to see if one of you guys will get it, but it's quite a bit nicer and more complicated than an Eclipse. So yeah, it's gonna be fun for sure. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe as well. That'd be super cool. And I'll see you guys in the next video.